Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Balatro, where it turns out there is a way to speed up the animations. We're just going to turn up the game speed. Do I want to go to 4? Let's put it on 2 for right now. Yeah. Okay, let's play some Balatro. So, we got a win on the white difficulty, which does not seem to have... Wait, is this a continue? The continue button is lit here. Oh, this will let me go into endless mode with that deck, right? I think I just want to play a new game, I'm pretty sure. So, okay, yes, that is unlocked. Red stake. Does it... Okay, yes, the difficulty progression is per deck. That's a way of doing that, I suppose. Okay, so what do we have here? We have +1 discard, +1 hand. +1 hand seems very good. The ability to buy out the first shop, I guess, it seems okay. I mean, you give your, like... In a game like this, resources are, at least, you know, ideally speaking, sort of a self-reinforcing loop. So being able to buy a couple of things early is going to give you a lot of boost, and it's going to get you, you know, producing more resources more quickly. $2 per remaining hand, $1 per remaining discard, but earn no interest. I feel like this is going to be so much money over the course of a decent run. +1 Joker slot seems like a really big deal potentially, but -1 hand every round really hurts. Start with the telescope voucher. I guess let's do... What is the difference here? Small blind gives no reward money. Okay, so then on this one you're taking the tag on the small blind way more frequently. That's interesting, I guess. There's still like lots of situations where, say with our previous deck, we would have played against a lot of the small blinds. Yeah. Let me try green deck. Let me try this green deck. It's like, just don't, you're playing small money all the time, basically. Rerolls in the next shop start at 0. I don't think that's very valuable for us. Or in general at all. Well, this feels like an okay start. No reason to wait, right? Yeah, look at that. That's almost starting with an awful lot of extra money. Oh, yeah, and this voucher seems very useful. The popcorn is going to be... It's going to be burned down before it has a chance to become good. First played face card gives ×2 mult when scored. So... I had seen a couple of these cards that give, you know, times something mult, and I, during the last video, and I think in my head I was just like, you know, ×2, that's 2 multiplier. But I think what this actually does is double the value of your multiplier, which is interesting, but because this, like, you know, ordinarily you get to order your jokers, right? And the jokers trigger from left to right. Because this triggers when the first played face card fires, it's always going to trigger before all of your jokers. So, you know, it's not bad. It's going to be good with, like, a lot of planets, because it'll, you know, it'll turn a straight flush into a ×16. But I don't think it's ever going to be great. And I'm kind of thinking I would rather just buy... packs. There's interesting Arcana cards, but a lot of Arcana cards are kind of whatever. I'm wondering if I maybe want to just buy like a standard pack and get like a weird upgraded card. Well, it'll just be one weird upgraded card in a deck full of stuff, though. We won't necessarily see it all that often. Yeah, and like maybe I just take Judgment, or perhaps we burn some low stuff. We could try to tend the deck toward, like... We had that flush deck that we built last time. I wonder if it's like a straight deck is maybe interesting. We try to, like, trim, say, all of the cards below like a 10 out of your deck and just like build straights all the time. I'm gonna hit Judgment. Just give me a random joker. Show me something cool. Okay, well that's not very exciting. Yeah, like it's so rare that you want to buy like pay money to a booster pack and then skip instead of taking a card and get 3 mulch for your dollars instead. Like, I don't know. Next base edition shop joker becomes foil. That could be really good. Maybe. Hard to say. You know what? We're going to play around with it. We're going to try stuff. Alright, spades are debuffed. Do I want to... like, what if I toss all these? If I hold on to the 4, I guess I'm also kind of flush hunting. Like, let's throw these 3. See what comes up. Okay. That's something to start with. We are unfortunately doing this without jokers, essentially. So, you know, it puts us in a kind of a weird position. I mean, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is still pretty good, even with the 4 being fake, I think. Yeah, and then a 3 of a kind's got to get us there. It's not even a 3 of a kind, it's a full house. Okay, a little bit of extra money this time. Okay, I mean, it's chips, right? It's something. If the first hand of a round has only 1 card, add a permanent copy to the deck and draw it to your hand immediately. Ooh. Yo, that's, I mean, if the first hand of a round has only 1 card, so you're throwing away a quarter of your hands. And this is going to buy this is going to be the entire shop for me. I don't have the money to buy anything else, including the foil, the card that I took the tag for. I can sell this for $2. We could get a standard pack or something. I probably won't. I don't know. This seems like it could be really powerful though, right? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna just go next. And I think at this point we need to play with the... We need to play to feed the joker. We need to get value out of our joker. Like, what if I just high card? And then I draw it immediately. I think there's some potential here. So... we could go after the spade. Like, this hand is kind of nothing. It's just up hair. Let's just go after the spade flush and maybe it'll show us something else while we're looking. Yeah, that's not bad. Right, like that's a pretty decent scoring flush. It is a shame that we are in this position where, like, I'm gonna be wasting a hand effectively every round, which is limiting the value of our deck. But I don't think that it's such a big deal that it makes me want to not do it, because it is really powerful as a strategy. We did not get a heart, that's for sure. Am I gonna make it at all, actually? Okay, well, I only need another 200. And yeah, like, a pretty bad full house is still gonna get us 200. Yep, cash out on nothing. Played face cards have a 1 in 2 chance to give $2 when scored. Okay. So then, like, you're aiming to, like, double up kings and stuff instead of aces. But it's kind of interesting, right? What if the whole deck is face cards, and that's my economy? If I'm going to double a face card, it doesn't really matter which face card it is, and I doubled a spade earlier, right? Yeah, so let's double this one. Okay. And then, like, we could potentially dig for a 10, try to build the straight, but I don't know that I have a lot of faith in that. Wow. Okay. I'm only gonna have two diamonds in hand at the end of this, no matter what. I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, let's just play the high stuff, score it, and okay, we're making money. I do have to get out of the hand, though. I do have to get out of the round, and I don't think I'm going to. I am not producing the money that I need here, not nearly. So, like, yeah, I need to be doing like straight. I need a straight flush or two, probably two straight flushes. Yeah, we might be just out of it. I might not have gotten anything going early enough. DNA is really interesting. I wonder if you maybe need to be a little bit more established already, or just be in a better position to be scoring off of it. Because it is, like I said, it is playing against our deck a little bit, right? Playing against what we have to run with. Gosh. A flush is not really that much worse than a full house. Yeah, alright. With the 8, 9, 10, maybe what I do is try to go around that. Well, it's something. It's so little money. Yeah. I needed to, like, top deck into a straight flush there, and even that might not have done it. As it is, what I got is a pair. Yeah. This DNA seems really good. I did not do the thing. But it seems really good. I want to just try it again. So this is just straight up $5, but, like, playing the small blind is going to get us way more than $5. Especially with a flush off the top. Oh, you're killing me. That flush off the top was not quite what we needed. Alright, so that's $2. That cost us... That slight miscalculation cost me $2. I needed to discard for higher value. Plus 2 mult per reroll in the shop. Diamonds are good. Card slots available in the shop is kind of whatever. I do want planets. Do I want to spend $10 on planets? Well, we're not getting any interest. What am I talking about? Yes, I want to spend $10 on planets. Show me something cool. So where are we going? We're going toward big first hand. I mean, obviously, the straight flush would be fantastic. It's just not really all that reasonable. We could try to build the full houses. Yeah, let's... Okay. A full house is a pretty good hand. You know what I should have done? I'm realizing now this was silly. I should have opened the small pack first. Because that would give us a much better chance of picking the same planet twice. Alright, well, straight and full house are both juicy now. And then, yeah, we should move on. Well, I mean, we can go for that full house. The full house would probably get us to 450 with the improvement. I'm just gonna keep... we got all these discards. Let's just keep looking. We didn't get there. That's a shame. All right, well, I'll take my 2 pair. I'll take this 5 with me, I guess. Leave me on 3 clubs. Okay, doesn't take much from here. Which is good because I don't have much. Wow, it's going to take more than this, though, huh? This is not very good at all. So this is going to be 30-something. If I just play the 8... both of our 3s are still in the deck. Like, if I just play the 8 high card, there are 6 diamonds left. And 2 3s. And any one of those draws would be fantastic. Nah, I'll just do this. It's fine. Alright, that'll get us 32. And then... if we draw anything, we're pretty good. This is going to be 15. We didn't draw anything is the problem. Yeah, wow, out twice real fast. Okay. You know what's good is any amount of malt. Just even a little bit, even the tiniest little bit of malt. What if you bought a Joker that had some malt on it? All right, having a little bit of trouble getting off the ground today. So we're hoping to go out in one hand. We need 2 cards. Ugh, we need 2 cards out toward making this a straight. We're actually really close to the flush. This is heartbreaking. Look at how close this is to everything. Ain't this hand a geographical oddity? Alright, well, this will have to do. Very sad, very sad. Then I guess, yeah, just like burn stuff. Not that it matters. Alright, not making the kind of money I was hoping to make. Still $7, it's something. Let us buy a Joker early. What is that? -1 ante, -1 hand per round. That is interesting. Earn $3 for each discarded 4. Well, I mean, the hiker... I feel like an early hiker, you know? There's some possibilities there. And then, like... this is definitely a thing that rewards you for not adding a bunch of extra cards to your deck. Like, you want to be playing the same cards over and over. Oh! That's interesting. That seems very, very good. I wonder how rare that is. After defeating the boss blind, gain $15. Well... Here's your question. You think you can make 600 with what's going on right now? Because it is definitely more money than I'll get by playing the big blind. But I might need to play against the big blind and win in order to buy a joker that gives me some mult so that we can, right? Like, we may not have what it takes to get there right now. Am I pursuing the... I guess I'm pursuing the flush here, or just like looking for something. I mean, 8s and kings ain't too bad. We could go back to looking for the diamond flush. 8s and kings is gonna be 40 times 3 plus. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I do not hate it. I'm gonna run out this 2 as well, and we're gonna see if maybe also a diamond flush can still happen. You know, almost. Okay. Yeah, that black hole was definitely helpful. All right, a little bit of money to work with. Well, plus 20 mult if you played a 4 of a kind. I mean, sure. I'm gonna take this versus the celestial pack. Yeah. All right, extra chips. We could justice ourselves on something low and again try to like herd the values together. Glass cards are pretty okay. I'm gonna glass something low, just try to break it out of the deck, I guess. I was really hoping to see something that was going to give us a mult, but you know, we do have some bonus chips. We do have the black hole working for us. I think I'm just going to move on. All right, clubs are bad. Sorry, we can live without clubs. This hand is very nothing special. It did not get a lot more special. Yeah, we still don't have any, like, we still just don't have anything, right? That's better. So I'm debating discarding the hearts and the queen king, because if we can pull a 6 or a jack, we can get that flush, and it's not impossible. We could still pull the diamond one. We could straight flush it even, but I should probably just take the, yeah, we should just take the normal flush. I'm being greedy. Let's try to upgrade our highest value cards as ever. Yeah, that's plenty. Here's part of the problem. I just like didn't actually do the math to figure out that we didn't need to look for anything more. All right. Create a tarot card if a hand is played with $3 or less. I mean, in this deck, this is going to be happening. ×1 mult for each empty joker slot. And the joker stencil counts as an empty joker slot. That's interesting, but we're gonna we want to fill those spaces so badly. It feels like this can't. I'm not gonna do that, but I will do this. That'll give us some free stuff. +1 hand size is not bad, certainly, but I would much rather just buy these two. Okay, yeah, 2 pairs, like 2 pairs, the thing that happens. 2 random planets. I mean, I do like 2 random planets an awful lot. This is not so exciting right now. Nah, just give me some more upgrades. Would I rather sell this for $1 than use it? I mean, there are times when you are incentivized to play high card in weird ways, and also it's only $1. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just fire this just in case we end up in one of those situations where it's like if your first hand of the round is a single whatever. Mega Celestial Pack versus the money and the hiker. No, we gotta, right? We gotta go. We gotta play. The thing is, we have to actually play some damn cards. I might want to try to find the clubs just to try to get the glass card to break. Probably not hitting 801 anyway. So maybe I... Okay, Wheel of Fortune. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and fire it because I think we're probably going to hold on to these two for a while. Nope, okay. I really actually appreciate how unceremonious that is. That's very fun. Well, it feels like it would be very foolish of us not to play this. Alright, we might want to hold on to the Hermit until after the boss blind. Adds a stone to your deck when the blind is selected. Stones seem really bad because it seems like it's basically impossible to score them. But maybe... I mean, this we should buy for sure. Do I also want this so that we can play around with stones and see if they're maybe better than they seem? Like maybe you can... No, but you can only score a hand that's actually part of... Or you can only score cards that are actually part of hands. With no rank or suit, it would never be able to be... Well, no, okay, so I guess like if you got a couple of stone cards, then you could pair them together, right? Maybe. I don't actually know how that would work. No rank or suit. The need to test it is getting... All right. We gotta play with it. We gotta figure it out. Double tag is pretty rough without being able to see the next tag, and also I do want money and I do want to play cards, so... we're going to... Face card goes wild. Seems pretty fine. And let's... Do we just take the 3 of a kind? How much worse is 3 of a kind than a full house? Pretty worse. What would we hold on to? The jack, I guess, because the jack has other stuff going on. Let's just see if we can draw, like, yeah, we just top deck a pair of something. Wow. Okay. Hierophant's pretty good. I gotta say this vagabond is is doing work. This feels like a very strong hand. And a tower. So I can't fire the tower now. I could sell it for $1. I am definitely wondering about, like, whether we want to keep this. Maybe I just want to, like, I was hoping to sell this, but I was hoping to use this after the boss, but because I want to make room for the priestess, I guess let's go ahead and just do it now. And I can't use this, so I'm going to end up selling it. We'll get more cards. It's fine. Maybe I do take the paintbrush then. In that case, let's buy our high priestess. Okay, these are all right. Show me some cool new stuff. That is a holographic half of a card. 20 mult if played hand contains 3 or fewer cards. Interesting. This is not really very good for us. It's the Arcana pack. I'm certainly feeling the pull of the Hierophant, right? We could go Emperor and just hope to get lucky, but like realistically what I would be hoping for is the Hierophant. Or maybe I should have put it on the ace. And then like reroll? Interesting. We're gonna take the Saturn just to get us under $3. Also because, you know, it's good. Cards played previously this ante are debuffed. That's a little scary. Got ourselves a 3 of a kind to work with. Do I want to take the pretty whack discard here is the question. Well, I guess let's just play the straight 3 of a kind 9s. 3 of a kind's like actually still pretty live relative to everything because it's a level up on a lot of stuff. Yeah. And it gets us that that plus 20 mult. All right, we're unlocking stuff. We're getting the tower at really awkward times. Times 3 mult if all cards held in hand are spades or clubs. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. Oh, I mean, redeem for sure. That seems incredibly powerful. And then, yeah. Yeah, I think so. We can hold the tower here. We got to keep playing, right? Yeah, especially over the doubles your money tag. So we almost have a flush here. I guess I can't, there's no sense holding this if I'm searching for a flush anyway, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna look for the flush. Okay, I mean, that's something that gives us some interesting options for next time out. Another tower. Okay, well, what if... Let's hope this doesn't end up being terrible and costing us everything. 9-10 Jack King is like, you're never gonna get that queen, right? We're never gonna get that queen. The thing is, I really want to put together a hand here that like scores and is legitimately good, that doesn't cost us all 5 cards, so that we can play the stone. We can try to put the stone up alongside it and actually test how it works. Because I think it's really important information. But if they're not going to show me some doubles of something, I don't like. They're making my life pretty difficult. I'm going to assume this doesn't count as a spade or a club. Okay, so pair of kings. So if I play these cards, we won't trigger the half joker. But we should trigger the blackboard, and we'll see if stone counts for stuff. Okay. So that, all right. Cool. I think that makes this card way better. I have a huge problem with that. That sucks terribly that works that way. It absolutely shouldn't. Because like the defining rule of the game is that a card has to be part of the actual scoring hand in order to get scored. Right? This is like the most important thing that early plays teach you. For stones to defy that without it being marked that they function that way is really, really bad signaling. Like it needs to, the definition of stone, where it says like no rank, no suit, needs to also have always scores. Because right now they just lie to you about what they do. All right, let's open some planets here. I mean, I would love to get to a world where we are playing straights all the time. I think that's kind of like where this run wants to live. Well, actually, no, it's not, because like, how are we going to play straights if we're doing the stone thing? What is my deck doing? I guess it's like a huge question. Maybe we want to take some levels on like 3 of a kind so that we can have a hand where we can play stones alongside. I don't like, this thing's not sticking around forever, probably. Next base edition shop joker becomes negative. Okay, so this is the thing I didn't understand when we first saw a negative joker, because again, it's just like, it's a great example of the game using words in a non-standard way. And in this case, to mean the opposite of what the word means. Because like negative is like polychrome, right? Or holographic, where it's a condition the card can have that gives it this thing. But the word negative by itself means not a buff. It means the opposite of a buff, right? So seeing negative +1 joker slot next to the card's other text before the game has explained to you that like there are types that cards can have, and these are those types, is really, really unclear. This game does maybe the worst job of any game I've seen in the last like decade of onboarding people. Mechanically, like, it's fine, and once you know what all the words mean and all the terms and how they work, it's fine, but it is not trying to help you figure those things out in a way that's like, in a way that doesn't feel like the obfuscation is part of the game or like is interesting in any way. It's just like shitty at it. I mean, +1 joker slot seems like effectively it is a joker that does not take up a slot, and that feels really powerful. I think I will skip a blind for that. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're doing 2 pair with a stone. So we won't fire that. We will fire this with the extra chips. This should be really good, right? Oh, I should here. Yeah, let's see if this is great. This should be pretty great. And the 5 broke. That's great news. Yeah, that is all juice right there. That is very good. Each king held in hand gives molt. This is like bananas, right? We'd be crazy not to buy this. Does the Vagabond... Okay, $3 is fine. Yeah, that seems completely insane. I don't think we want to be converting things to diamonds, so we may just hold on to this and sell it later. Or I could sell it now and buy a standard pack. No, I think we'll just sell it later. Initial cards and booster packs in the next shop are free. Is that better than continuing to accumulate hiker and vagabond benefits? Maybe? The thing is, we don't need jokers all that badly, although again, like there's definitely some stuff here that I wouldn't mind selling. I might want to just keep accumulating. I'm just going to keep accumulating. Well, this is a curious setup. I guess there's no reason not to turn hearts into diamonds, right? Yeah, actually that's interesting. Let me do something here. Okay, so I'm gonna just turn these into diamonds. There's no reason we need to play a 4-suited deck. And then we'll just... Okay, free devil, turn something into a gold card. What are we likely to be holding on to? Well, I guess we don't need to make this decision just yet. This pair plus stone card actually should hit pretty hard here, right? So maybe we use it on like this. Because I think actually, because this will activate the half joker, this is going to put us over. That gives us a bunch of money to play with, and we, when blind is selected, create 2 common jokers. You know, this is scaling up in an interesting way, certainly. Let me fire this now. Yeah, I guess use it. And then use it. And then use it, and we're just gonna do some rerolls. All right, so straights and flushes are a little awkward because they don't play well with the stone, with the stones. But straights are still, you know, we've got that very focused at least. Jumbo buffoon pack. Who knows? Maybe we'll hold on to something. Earn $1 for each 9 in your full deck at the end of the round. That's interesting. Gain $5 if 3 or more face cards are discarded at the same time. So, as we add playing cards, if we do start adding playing cards to the deck, this thing increases our multiplier, which does seem awfully powerful eventually. Maybe. So is the stone... This is just adding stones. It's not removing it. Our deck is above size. This seems so maybe powerful in a sort of in a long-term sort of way. I'm wondering if we're like, do we dump the marble joker? Do I have enough stone? Like, how much stone do you want? Because you can't. I guess I haven't tried pairing or flushing with them or anything. We don't know that it doesn't work. You know, I'm gonna sell this because it is, as good as it is, it's hard to turn on, and we're gonna like, hopefully we're gonna outscale it. That's like the dream, right? So then I don't think I want that voucher. Let's just reroll. Let's just find some cool shit. Joker, Tarot, Planet, and Spectral cards may appear multiple times. So this is already the case, but I guess what it means is like multiple copies of the same planet card can occur in the same pack. Because you see multiples of the same planet like constantly. That's the whole point of the planets. I don't know. It's not particularly compelling. I do like the Raised Fist. I think it's an interesting card. What am I looking for? Foil stuff's kind of fun. I guess I'm like looking for really weird stuff. Planets too. Planets are good. Foil Heart Joker. So we could get ourselves down below $3 probably here, right? +2 mult if played hand contains a 2-pair. Okay, so that's a build up over time kind of thing. If I sold this, we'd go to 8. And then I could buy the stupid trousers just to get us back under 3. But you know what? Maybe we don't need to trigger the Vagabond every single round. I think it's okay. And we skip the blind again? Because, like, what if I could have 7 jokers? All right. No, that reads as high card, not a pair. Okay. That's important to know. We got a card face down here, and it's hard to know what to do with that. I might discard that and the stones because we're not actually looking at anything. Maybe a 2 just because 2s are not very compelling. A pair is a lot, like by itself, a pair is a lot less juicy now that we don't have that half joker. You know, it's really juicy is kings. It should be sick if I could draw one. We have 3 spades in hand. Without breaking our pair, we can discard these and okay, we can find ourselves something. I mean, a 2-pair I think I'm willing to settle for. So we play these. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this in the hand because I am curious whether this card it can be used as any suit, but it is a heart. I'm going to see if Blackboard fires. This is a thing we got to learn, right? Okay, yes, wild cards do count for Blackboard. I guess this doesn't matter because all of our multiplier cards are on top of each other. We got to get some flat plus multiplier for these multipliers to multiply. And then play the 9 just to get it out of there so that we can get the triple. Yeah, that's pretty decent, but it could be a lot better. So we we still have a discard left. We have a wild card and then one of each suit. All 4 kings still in the deck. Just absolute fucking nightmare mode. Yeah, it is so hard to know. These ones. Well, there's only one other queen left. Maybe it's worth dropping the queen and holding on to the 8 instead. We're slightly more likely to draw an 8. Okay, what we got here is who knows what. Like a really whack high card. Yeah, it's probably like whack high card. Let's see. Oh, the thing that was flipped over was a stone card. Okay. I mean, it was still 1,000. There we go. There's a pair. A pair's not really that good, but if we play all these cards, maybe we get lucky and we still hit our blackboard. Hard to know. Okay, we did hit the blackboards. That tells us that this is a black card. We don't know exactly which suit, but we know the color. Well, this didn't turn out very well, did it? We could do that in 50-50. This is a flush. It was! Turns out flush is insufficient anyway. We folded like a cheap suit. Oh, we did. I guess. Yeah, I guess we did. I felt like I was building towards something there, but like the multiplier is pretty whack if you don't have any flat multiplier to go with it. Like I needed, what I wasn't thinking about when I sold the half joker was that the plus 10 from the flat mult on that, from the holographic, was the only source of just raw multiple value we had, and that's what all of the multipliers were working on, because I'm not watching the math happening as it's happening. I'm already in my head about what we're going to do next. There's an important lesson there. All right, well, that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I feel like I learned some important things there about where my brain needs to be at any given moment during this process, and also we saw a bunch of cool cards. When you come back next time, we're going to hopefully do a lot of that latter part and maybe somewhat less of the former. I mean, not that learning is bad, but you know, I learn more when I lose than when I win. So I guess it's good to learn. We'll see you next time.